on to One Piece 952, Hiyori and Kawamatsu, another filler, pretty much chapter.
Pretty much.
Um, Hiyori and Kawamatsu get to meet up, and we get to see these other like Yakuza bosses that I guess are under my boy Hirogoro of the Flowers, who niggas was sleeping on back in the
Yep.
day. Um, I don't know if this was always like this, but did his beard flame up on y'all?
Wait, did what?
Did his beard flame up, or has it always been like that? Because I feel like I never noticed the flamey facial hair on old Horogoro. It was on like his flashback look. But if you look at him in this chapter or whatever, you can see there's like a little bit of hair or some shit on his
He's always had that, hasn't he?
Oh, okay. I feel like I never noticed it before. That
I
hair
feel
on his
like he
chin.
has. I could be wrong, but I feel like those are they're literally just eyebrows if I'm seeing this right, but I'm pretty sure he's always had them. Yeah.
I was talking about the shit on his chin.
Oh, his chin?
Yeah, like his beard, his goatee. I feel like I never noticed it. I don't know if it just popped up or it's been there.
Oh. Hmm.
We'll just go with it's been there then.
Yeah, pretty true.
The other thing I want to bring up is this. I feel like this also happened on Big Mom's arc though. Um, Niggas lying about what the fuck is going on. But in this case, like it saved it because it was like a trick, like they tricked her on purpose. But it didn't someone do the same thing on Big Mom's arc where they were
Oh, as
like
far as like
lying that
relaying
some shit
false
happened?
information?
Yeah, like they were lying that some shit was fixed when it wasn't, and then it ended up leading to their downfall in the end because it was like, yeah, no, we got Luffy locked up, and it was like, nah, the nigga dipped like an hour ago.
Oh, fuck.
It was that
I
guy that
can't
was running
remember.
around crazy or something like that. I don't remember his name, but I could have sworn like a very similar thing happened in Big Mom's arc.
I think it was that they lied about him being free out of jail, like when he was
Yeah.
in the book prison or whatever.
Uh huh.
I think he had got out. I think there was a character. I think he was trying to save himself, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But
Okay, you know what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah, I think something did happen. But like I said, this one does make more sense because I guess it's
It's
not
mind
just him
control.
doing it. Yeah, exactly. It's her using her power that was established like what last year even. So
Yeah.
it makes more sense.
Though
Yeah.
she won't be able to pull shit like that off on Queen or Jack or Kaido.
From what we've seen, it might only be the smile users. We haven't seen.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we've seen them use it on like an actual
Zoan fruit user.
Zoan fruit guy
Mm.
because I don't know if it would because they're still really human. They had to turn into the animal, you know. But
So
those
it'd work on Chopper though.
I don't know. Oh,
Ye-
maybe
It
it
Well,
should
might.
because
It
it's
might.
technically,
technically an
Yeah.
yeah.
animal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Under that logic.
Yeah. I assume so. But not that she'll ever try it. But
She
um,
probably will. I could see it as a gimmick. Um, do y'all think these mob niggas are of any importance at all, or just kind of there?
I
To
don't even
be
know who you're
honest,
talking
not
about.
really. I mean, I
Those
kind of,
four sub bosses that were shown.
Oh no, not at all. No.
yeah.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. That and then I am changing my theory about Gikomaru. I thought he was gonna be one of the spears, but I think he's probably like some subordinate of Kawamatsu.
Wait,
Like
who?
that, the guy, the bandit on the bridge. My theory
Oh,
was
the
that he was
See,
like the last swordsman guy.
I'm impressed that you
But
even knew his name. But
bandit.
yeah, he seems to be he's some subordinate. I never thought he was anyone important at all.
oh, I thought he was one of the last sheaths. I thought he was
Oh
probably
no,
gonna be the last one. But it
I didn't even
looks
think of
like the
him.
way he's talking about Kawamatsu is like more like a teacher relationship.
Yeah,
Right.
he's like
So
yeah.
yeah, I'm thinking that he's probably just some subordinate type of nigga.
Hmm.
Um, I guess Zoro will get the sword back, or maybe something better from Kawamatsu, because now they're building a little bond. It seems like. So there's that.
Yeah, the only thing I see them really like as far as the point to like giving Shisui such like a strong history, it's either one, I mean that I obviously don't know, but something involving like actual Japanese culture and history or legends, like involving like Shisui or this kind of, storyline as far as like being a curse, or two, it's just setting up the power up for Zoro, and as soon as he gets it back, finds out the history of what happened, he's like, oh snap, this story's about that, and then he like discovers some kind of new move with it. I think that's like more of the point of what's going on with this. Because because if it's not, then I think all of this is literally just pointless. As far as like him stealing the sword, him like talking about, oh man, it's caused so much destruction for our village. I don't know. It's just like an unnecessary storyline that doesn't really do anything for anybody.
No, I
If it
agree.
doesn't Zoro power up.
I think it'll be more of a history lesson almost than, and maybe a slight power, but I mean, I think it is useless. So
Oh, you think it's useless?
I mean, I
I
just, let me don't say useless. I just don't care about it.
Oh, I feel you. I mean, I agree that it's probably going to mean something more to the story because I mean, when Ryuma showed up or whatever in Thriller Bark, I mean, he still got some respect on his name, but I think this is to let us know, like, really who the legend is. Plus, he was saying, if I remember correctly, that, like, weird shit was happening after the sword left. Like,
Right,
storms and all this other stuff was happening to the town.
right.
So, like, I don't know where they're gonna go with the swordsmanship type stuff here. But my thing is like with the fact that like these stronger niggas seem to have names associated with their swords, like maybe there's something deeper there when it comes to like powering up. Like I don't want to go fucking bleach with it, but you know maybe there's a soul in the sword or some shit like that. But I don't know where they're gonna go with Zoro because for us, to me, like I'm not yet bored with his power ups yet. So I don't feel like they need to add anything to the power system when it comes to swordsman yet because I'm not bored with Zoro necessarily. Like he hasn't used up all his shit. Like we still don't know anything about this Asura
Yeah,
shit.
he hasn't done shit since
Yeah.
the
But I'm saying
the
like
time
when it
skip
comes
really.
But when it comes to like characters like Luffy or like even maybe Sanji, like there's a point where you go, okay, you need to like change the power dynamic up because I'm bored now. I've seen like the Gumu Gumi no whatever like a million times. Like, okay, now you introduce Gear Second. So now it like freshened up the moves. You feel me? Like I feel like we haven't got there yet with Zoro, so I don't see a new power system for swordsman yet because it hasn't been abused yet. But I feel like he's also in the arc where
Okay,
it's
yeah.
like gonna mean the greatest shit for swordsman ever. So I feel like something's gonna get added to the power system. But I'm like, damn, Zoro really hasn't even caught up to it yet, to where I feel like I need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
I need to see this Ashura shit before we leave this island. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I need to see a mastered version of it because I'm like in between whether or not it was a gimmick or like he really did that shit. Like,
Mm.
is it just me? Because it felt like there's a little part of me that was like, all right, maybe he just hit so fast that it looked like he had 6 arms, and it wasn't that he actually like did some weird illusion shit. And then the other half is like, okay, maybe it is a hockey thing. Cause Zoro be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean the kid's fast. What can I say? I mean you could call it a combo though. I mean from when, because F and I still think it's a little BS, but I thought it was cool, so I let it go. But as far as when he went up against Monet, like the snow harpy chick, I
Yeah,
mean from the slice that he did, from how they explained it, it wasn't that the slice was OP. It's that she was so intimidated and scared by Zoro that she couldn't even like
put
fight
herself back
anymore.
together.
So I mean, it's like because of that, you can kind of argue that Zoro just has this way about him, or when he's about to go in, he just gives off this aura that the enemy sees illusions slash sees things that like isn't truly even happening. So
Yeah,
I mean, you could kind of argue that. So maybe it's a little bit of both, to be honest.
that's why we need a serious. We should be getting a serious Zoro fight from here, but it's been so like annoying because all of the Zoro fights lately have basically been with like secret buddies. So like the first guy was the guy with this guy on the bridge, but it's like okay, he's basically gonna end up becoming a friend. So
Right.
Zoro couldn't go all out on him because if Zoro went all out on him in the story, it was like he would kill this guy. And
Right.
then the other guy who ran up on them in the fight ended up being killer. So it was like if Zoro went all out on that guy and killed him, it also would have fucked up the story. And then now this like the other weird ugly guy that's with Lord Orochi. he may or may not be a good guy too. So I just need this like definite bad guy that Zoro could go against and just body, so I could see like this Cap, because they are teasing this nigga like whole time. He's starting to look like Sanji in the second.
Mm. No, careful now.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I mean, fuck Zanji. That Zanji stock like been plummeted. It
He's
hasn't
not there
recovered
yet.
yet.
His stock has not dipped in this arc, but it definitely hasn't gone up, bro. Like you expected, like I expected to really put money into this, and it's pretty meh right now. I'm guessing he's gonna get one good fight, and that's pretty much it. I was expecting a little bit more, like this arc to start off with some new shit from Zoro, but it's been pretty meh.
Hmm. Yeah. It's just because this arc has been taking so long in general. But I mean, there's no way that Zoro's not going to have a good fight here. So I mean, it's coming. Just gotta hope that it's decent.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. You never know. We saw the same thing for Sanji, but
No, we never thought that.
at the beginning, at the beginning of the arc, at the beginning of the arc, you didn't think that?
Nah,
You
man.
you
The
you
old
you
me
100%
thought that.
thought so.
The old me
Yeah,
that thought
exactly.
that used to be a Sanji fan thought that, but I'm not a Sanji.
Yeah, that was at the beginning of
I
the
always
arc.
knew that
So
nigga was weak.
I agree.
Uh,
Also, Queen is a joke character, bro. Is that
oh, are you
that
finally
okay to
seeing?
say or no?
No, we been said that that he's like a comedic relief guy.
Oh,
I mean
okay.
that's what we were saying last week, that he kind of reminds me like Usopp when he does all these faces and shit.
Yeah.
That's what I take it as. I think it's funny.
So does that mean he's gonna be a Sanji fight then for sure? Cause he's a goofy, or
I mean, I thought he would always be a Sanji fight. Well, let me not say 100%, but out of the three, I thought he
yeah.
would be most likely to fight Sanji. And then, of course, because King had a sword, Zoro would be more likely to fight him.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, but Sanji has been fighting a lot of dinosaur type dudes this whole arc, so I wouldn't actually be surprised. Like
Oh,
X-Drake, Spinosaurus, like Sanji's been put up against all of them.
yep.
So maybe I would enjoy it if it was like a Sanji Law combo, because I still don't think Sanji should be able to beat
Yeah,
Queen
one on one.
1v1.
Yeah.
But a
Oh yeah.
Sanji Law combo would make sense. Because I think a
I
Zoro
guess.
Law combo wouldn't make sense at all. It would be kind of unfair. And I'd be
Yeah.
way too focused on Law's like brokenness. So,
And
Mm.
my only thing is, it just matters who fights Jack. Like if the dog and cat are gonna fight him again, then that's fine. But
well, if the dog, cat, and Shooten fight him, like Jack's done. It's a wrap.
no, I'll be upset if they did that. That'll be too much.
Three
That's
three way
hype.
that nigga.
That's hyping him up too much. I'm like, he don't need three niggas to
Well,
fight
I
him.
mean, see, like
Well,
that's to be honest, that's what I think has been kind of complicated and how they haven't really gotten into yet. But like, what is? Well, I mean, I guess that's more of like a huge discussion. But I
yeah.
mean, what do you think is really going to be Kaido's like top mother effers that can actually do work against the Luffy army? You know, because I mean, we technically really haven't been introduced to a lot of strong characters on his side. Like, there's what? There's him,
Yeah,
King,
you're right.
Queen, Jack, and
That's it.
then it goes into pretty much the supernovas.
All the small niggas have been trash.
Right.
And yeah, and then it's pretty much he picked up supernovas. That's why I think that actually the reason why we haven't seen Piano Keys guy is because he's gonna be one of them.
And
I
that
mean,
would make sense.
I think like Basil is on the fence, and he was just so scared that he switched sides. But like if the wave starts to go in a different direction, he'll turn coat. And I don't know
Yeah,
why
because
X Drake is
he
there.
goes by percentages anyway. All he does
Yeah,
is be like, oh, there's a 10% chance that Kaido's gonna lose. I mean, gonna win. Let me go with the Luffy side.
right.
It's
And
goofy
I
ass.
don't know why X Drake is there. My guess is this for some information. So I think that will be also the key to him switching sides.
Yeah,
Is
he
that
also
he's
has an
like not
ulterior
on
motive.
Kaido's crew for really being on there. So I think
Yeah,
Piano Keys guy is gonna be the only nigga that's like there. So he might be a real threat for a
and
second.
the other Spinosaurus dinosaur guy. I think
Yeah,
he's probably actually there too, but we don't know shit about him. So,
right. So those
but
two would be the only two that I'm like, oh, okay, well, they'll still be there for the fight, and then there
yeah,
might be one hidden person we haven't seen yet. But the way I'm seeing these like nine chiefs or whatever, there's no way each one of them are getting like a one-on-one fight with like the top guys anyways.
There's
Right.
Like
I don't think
for
there's enough
me,
people. There's not enough
Exactly.
villains for it to happen. Like
well, not
enough
even that,
strong
but
bad
strength
guys.
wise, there's only a few that are actually on par, which is Shutemaru,
Cat and dog.
maybe Kawamatsu.
Oh
That's
yeah,
about
cat and
it.
dog. Yeah, and the
Oh,
cat
the
and
cat
dog.
and dog, yeah. So those
Yeah,
three are the only
it's just
group.
them four. Yep.
Yeah, and maybe the last guy who we haven't seen yet, right? Because I think there's one more.
I think there's one more too. I think.
If there's one more, that guy is probably up there too because they still saving this nigga for last. So those will be the only ones that can actually fight. Everyone else is getting like bottom tier to low level fights or team ups. Like that's it. And I doubt that these are getting solo fights either. I'm assuming they're gonna be team ups too. Like Shutemaru probably gonna need to team up with one other nigga. And then yeah, that's it.
So yeah, it'll be interesting, I guess, to see those team ups against the kids.
Yeah. I like how
Oh,
Kinemon is still trying to sell that there's a plan or something going on, bro. Like we already
Yeah,
know
y'all
what's
just
gonna
gonna run
happen.
up. Yeah, just gonna run up and fight. Like
Yeah,
just go.
like he's like, oh, we have more niggas now. Let me go see how I can figure this. I'm like, bro, y'all ain't finna pull out no strats, but run in that hole and body somebody. Like, come on, stop it.
right. What was I about to say? Oh, I want to add a note just again as like another reason Queen is trash. That Chopper literally said that that virus was actually pretty easy to deal with. Now, I don't know if that was just
You
a
just on it with
plus
me,
for
bro.
Chopper and not really a minus for Queen, but I mean, they literally just like took out that virus like it was no big deal.
Queen
So,
is your Kabuto, ain't she? Or
I mean, I was hyped to see like Kaido's like top in command, and I just been disappointed. I mean, I don't know what else how else to describe that.
you
Like,
don't have to be disappointed until you see Sanji beat her. If you ever see Sanji beat Queen, then yeah, bro, cry.
Damn.
well, we already
Sanji
said that
should be
the
beating
match
no
is
commanders
happening,
at all.
so I guess I should just like set my clock. Okay.
I
Have
mean,
you set your huh?
I do think that Kaido's crew, like before, so imagine if he didn't have like the supernovas he has now, his
Yeah.
crew would be literally pathetic. It would be terrible.
I mean,
His
it's pretty
he
much on his back right now. That's the whole thing.
Right.
yeah, if like, really like Big Mom, her crew is much better in terms of at least having
It was
multiple niggas.
even. I think it was
Yeah.
more even. The power
What?
distribution. I think the power distribution of Big Mom's crew was more even.
Um,
Wait, what do
I,
you mean?
Meaning, like
yeah, I
there was
don't.
like it wasn't top heavy. Like Kaido's is very top heavy. It's a bunch of weak niggas and then a few. Like
Okay.
Big Mom's was like you can see how the people at the bottom will eventually come to the top. You can't
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that in Kaido's crew. Like I don't see how
yeah,
any of those small niggas will ever make it to a commander level. But Oven, you could go, oh, if this nigga get taken out, if
yeah.
there's a
Exactly.
year
He was
time
still
skip, you wouldn't be
decently.
surprised that he's a commander. You would be like,
Right.
oh,
Yeah. So I'm thinking like before these supernovas, like it really was all on Kaido 100%. Like that's crazy. Like these niggas really trash, bro.
well, they
Yeah.
had the whole
They're
country on
terrible.
lockdown too, so you have to think about that. Like they didn't really do much. Like Kaido didn't leave; he just sat there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I felt like he really didn't do much. Like Big Mom was at least conquering some shit, and she has like that's another thing that I feel like we haven't really gotten from Kaido yet, which we might get is his like goal. Like Big Mom's goal is like, look, I just want one of everything. I want to bring the world together by having all like, you know what I mean, every race in my group.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whitebeard's was like this family dynamic as well. I don't know what the fuck Kaido's is. I really don't know what Shanks is either, to be honest. And Blackbeard's is
Shanks was chilling.
probably like some world domination shit. So,
I mean,
or like,
Blackbeard is actually like to
right?
be Pirate King, like one to get the One Piece Pirate King shit. I think.
I
Um,
thought Blackbeard's was more like the strongest survive type shit.
he may think that, but like, his goal is still to get like become the Pirate King and get the One Piece.
Yeah, you're right.
Like it's same as Luffy's. But yeah, I don't know Kaido. Cause he wants to kill himself, so I don't even know what his goal is. But he said he wanted to start a war. He said he wanted to start the biggest war ever.
I can
So
see that. I mean, the
Yeah,
these
whole
niggas kind of
smile
weak for
fruit
that.
is just trying to increase his crew. So
I'm just going like crew for crew again. It's like, damn, bro. Like, I was hoping more from Kaido. The
Yeah,
only thing that's making it seem like his crew would win in a battle is just that his top three niggas are just that strong that they
yeah.
could take out
I don't
commanders and then extra niggas. But if the
I don't know if
commanders are
they're that
tied,
strong.
that's what I'm saying. If the commanders are tied,
Yeah,
then it's Big Mom's crew
it's
would
a
win.
wrap.
She has more
Mm-hmm.
bottom niggas
More
that are
media, more
echelon.
mid tier. Yeah,
Yeah.
she have more like mid tier niggas.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
like
like
it
if
seems like
Kaido's
Kaido
crew ran
just
up,
got his. It seemed like Kaido just got his mirror to niggas because all
yeah,
of them are
exactly.
the like Luffy's.
The supernovas.
Yeah,
Yeah. So like I was thinking like if you go if White no if Kaido's crew had went to the Marines like how Whitebeard did, nigga they would get dropped. Like that's crazy. Like how would they even fight these niggas? I'm really thinking like how would they even do that? That's
hey, that
crazy to me.
poison thing. I won't lie. The poison thing would probably be a decent battle of
Oh yeah
attrition
yeah
type
yeah
of
yeah
tactic.
yeah I guess. Yeah.
So they would be able to take out
And they can
fodder
take out a
niggas.
lot of fodder. Yeah yeah yeah.
But other than that, if it
But I
was
mean
just
they
like
can do that.
strong
They can
nigga,
do that
like
anyway though. You know they can do
yeah,
that anyway. Like they can fucking use hockey and get rid of all the fodder niggas anyway. So.
Yeah, true.
yeah, I don't see it. There, Otis disappointed me a little bit with these crews, man. I need more from Kaido's crew as well. Like Big Mom's crew, I had the same kind of problem with, but at least there was more strong niggas there. Kaido's is just like
Yeah.
these smile goofies. Like literally every smile fruit user we've seen has been a straight goofy. There's not been one smile fruit user where I've been like, wow, this guy looks like it actually worked in a good way for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nothing. Like I'm just like, there's got to be one where like he ate the fruit
No.
and he got a raw ass animal and it is not like on his body. He can actually like semi use Zoan type things because Momonosuke could do that.
Yeah, actually, you're
Come
right.
on, like
I
we.
think Momonosuke one. I think that was one. So I think all the smile users is kind of like a reflection of Caesar. So I think they're almost kind of saying that Caesar he's not that cold of a scientist nigga. I think the was Caesar the one that made Momonosuke or was that Vegapunk?
I'm not sure.
Um,
Because if it was Vegapunk, that would make more sense as to why it's an actual devil fruit. But all the smile users that come from Caesar, I just take it as that's just Caesar. He's just a goofy ass nigga that don't know what he's doing.
I guess is he still there? Did they leave him finally? Gastino?
Shit, I don't know where he's
oh,
at.
I think homie's still riding with Caesar. Pretty sure.
It was Caesar or Capone?
Oh, Capone, yeah,
No, 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 my
he's the
bad.
Capone.
Capone. Like Caesar's still riding with Capone.
Okay. Vegapunk's failed devil fruit. The fruit created by Vegapunk does not have a classified name due to it being a failure. It allows the user to transform into a peak serpentine dragon that bears
Boom.
resemblance to a Chinese or Japanese variety. So that's Momonosuke.
Yep. So like I said, that's just Vegapunk's inability to make an actual fruit.
Damn.
Nothing. I mean, Caesar's inability to make an actual fruit, and it fits his character as to why they're all so goofy.
Yep. So that's funny though, because what's his face's failed devil fruit still made
He's
on
barely
dragon,
there.
nigga. Like
Yeah.
Vegapunk's dead wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
All right, I'm ready to rate it. That was enough One Piece.
yeah. Um,
I get this a decent minus, if not lower. Um, Nothing happened to me that progressed the story. All of this stuff was information that's not going to be relevant to me at the end of the day. The lie thing was, yeah, it also doesn't really push the story forward. It just kind of protects them for that for like 5 seconds. So I'm good. Decent minus.
I'll also give it a decent minus. I think like 90% of the chapter was useless to me. All that stuff with Zoro, I don't really care about. Um, the part that I would have cared more about is I would have liked to see the fight between Kaido and Big Mom more. But I know that that's not going to happen. That's going to be off screen regardless. So other than that, there was no point. And next week is another break, so we
Oh,
won't
is
get
it?
anything else. Yeah, I think so.
Goofies.
I think so.
All the fucking goofies.
Well, the last week wasn't his. Last week was Shonen Jump, but next
Yeah.
week is gonna be his break. Whatever. So
Should
I've
have
heard.
just took this week as a break and then came back next week with that garbage.
Low key. Um,
Mm.
oh, I also wanted to add to the fact that this quote unquote battle Big Mom and Kaido's happening is kind of like pointless again. Because I mean, it's like, what are they really doing, right? Because you know they're not really fighting. Because like there's no way. So I just wanted to add in that note right there. far as the chapter goes, I mean, this was wasn't really that good. So remind me, what's the under decent?
Decent minus.
Decent trash or decent shit.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
give it
decent
decent
shit.
trash. That's it. Yeah, I'm giving it a decent trash. I don't
Oh
think.
yeah, that's what I meant to give it actually. Sorry. I was thinking decent minus was the next level. My bad.
Yeah, yeah, I'm right with you then. Like decent trash, nothing. I'm trying to think of anything that really. The only thing I really enjoyed was just Queen low-key trying to get off the island. That was a little funny. Like other than,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean that's it.